know that you are having a hard time right now. That everything seems to crumble around. I know that you're alone in this world, but you have to put your trust into us, and we will help you through. 'Cause we only want what's best for you. Days without water along the sun-soaked road. We crossed over borders to get where we are, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleep. at once without thinking twice.
하나도 안 들리고
And I knew it would catch up and that we would be the ones left behind. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my